All right, everyone. Sorry about the late post. Got about maybe an hour and a half. If you need more time, just message me. Not message me. When you post it up on Google Classroom, just say, "Hey, I need more time," and you posted the video late. So, okay. Other than that, let's go ahead and get started. Graph the sine, and let's go ahead and do the five markers, right? So, sine, normal sine and cosine, regular x means that you are gonna have a period of from 0 to 2 pi, meaning you're going to split this up into four parts, meaning 5 sections. So split it in half, and then split each of those half into halves again. And now we're going to do our points. The sine function is going to start in the middle, and in the middle means 0, okay, at the first marker. The second marker, right, so this is the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one. This is the fourth marker, and this is the fifth marker. Okay, and each of those marker gives you a basically you have a point. So sine starts in the middle, and then the first marker, second marker, sine hits the top. Normally we do 1, but in this case we have an amplitude of 4. So we're going to go ahead, and at the second marker we're going to go all the way to 4. So it's going to be at the middle, top. Third marker is going to be middle. Fourth marker is going to be bottom, and bottom normally we go to -1, but in this case the amplitude is 4. That means we're going to go as far down as -4. So fourth marker is bottom, and the fifth marker is back to middle. And this is your graph. It should look just like this. Okay, and do the same thing to this one over here. Okay, because, and again, because it's just a cosine x, the period is going to be from 0 to 2 pi, and you split that up. Okay, same idea, right? Cosine, on the other hand, cosine starts at the top. Normally we start at the top at 1, but in this case we have an amplitude of 3. So we're going to start at the top, which is going to be 3. So first marker top, second marker middle, third marker bottom, and normally we go -1, but in this case amplitude is 3. So the bottom is actually going to be -3. Okay, so third marker bottom, fourth marker middle, and fifth marker top again. So back to 3. So you're going to get something that kind of looks like this. Try to make it round like that. Okay, so I'm going to leave those markers there because now we're changing this up a bit, right? Because now on number 3 we have a new graph, and it's still a regular sine. So we're going to go ahead and do our period from 0 all the way to 2 pi, and notice that it's changed. Okay, and let's go ahead and do our 5 markers. So that's our period. We're going to go half of that, and then each of those half and half, right? And that's where we're going to start. A sine starts in the middle. First marker middle, second marker top, and top in this case is going to be 5. Third marker middle, fourth marker bottom. Bottom in this case is going to be -5 because the amplitude is 5, so it's going to be -5. So it's bottom, and then fifth marker is back to middle. So we're going to get middle, top, middle, bottom, middle. Okay, and again, not again, but just so you know, there should never be an instance where you have a point that's right below the previous point or the next point. Okay, because I've seen some of you guys are graphing like this. Okay, and the next one you kind of fudge it. Okay, that's bad, guys. Okay, the points should not be on top of each other. Right, so the point should be, at the next marker, and the next marker it moves on and moves on. So this is our graph. Okay, and then you can move these markers over for the next period, because the next period is going to be from 2 pi to 4 pi, because each period lasts 2 pi. So 2 pi plus another 2 pi makes 4 pi. So if you want, you can move these over, and you already started with your first marker. So it's middle, right? First marker. Second marker is top, middle, bottom, and then back to middle. And then now you've got the rest of your sine graph, and you fill in the whole page. Oh, and it looks like you have a little bit more, so you got one more block. And if you want to move these over just to help, right? Because that's where we ended up. I mean, that means that you started at middle, then the next one is going to be at top. So it's actually going to go up. So that's where you end up. Okay. So using those markers would definitely help. All right. So same idea here. This next one has the same um, graph layout. So right, this one's going to be a 6 cosine. And again, since it's a cosine, a regular x, we're going to go ahead and use 0 to 2 pi because that's what a regular x does. It's just a normal period. Okay. If you have questions on that, make sure you let me know. All right. So a cosine starts at the top. And in this case, the top is going to be at the first marker, it's going to be 6. Okay. And then cosine is going to be middle at the second marker. And then cosine is going to be bottom at the third marker. And in this case, it's going to be -6. And then middle again, and then back to top. And this is our first cosine wave. Okay. And then we can just move the entirety over. Next period. Again, it's going to be top, which we are at. Second marker, middle. Third marker, bottom. Fourth marker, middle. And fifth marker, back to the top. So that's what cosine is. Top, middle, bottom, middle, top. And then we have a little bit more, and we know, well, just from experience, it's going to be going down to the middle. Right there. Going down to the middle, right there. Okay. I'm just going to leave those there. Okay. This is 2 cosine of x. Right. And again, it's just a cosine of x. It's just x. So that means that our period is going to be from 0 all the way to 2 pi. And then just split it in half and split each of those half in half again. So this is your period right here. Your period consists of these 5 numbers. And since it's 2 as your amplitude, for cosine, it's top. So first marker is going to be top at 3. Sorry, 2. I said 2 by then middle. Then third marker right here is going to be bottom, which is going to be -2. Fourth marker is going to be middle. And fifth marker is going to be top again. So cosine. And cosine kind of makes a V. If you're just looking at the dots, it looks just like a V. Right? And then if you want to do this again, you need to move these period, or these 5 markers over 2 pi. And again, always start on the first marker. The first marker says top, and top in this case is 2. So top, middle for second marker, third marker is bottom, fourth marker is middle, and fifth marker is back to the top. And I already have that pointed. So this one is going to look like this. Okay, that is my 2 cosine of x. Right. Same scenario because we have the same graphing options. So this is a 3 sine, and sine starts in the middle. So first marker is middle. Second marker right here, this is going to be top, and top is going to be 3 in this case. Third marker is going to be back to middle. Fourth marker is going to be at the bottom. Bottom in this case is -3. And fifth marker is back to middle. So sine, before you draw the curve in, it looks sort of like an N. Right? So it's going to be okay. And if you do the same thing, right? And if you get used to this, you can just know that you start here, top, middle, bottom. Oh, it's at 3. Sorry. Middle, -3, bottom, and then back to middle again. So that's your graph of the 3 sine of x. Okay, that's your homework. Be on the lookout for the tomorrow's night's homework. Or actually, no, you don't have homework tomorrow night. I don't have class, or I won't be there. You guys will be working on it as classwork. Okay, you will be working on both amplitude, what we're doing now, and period, which we did today in class.